Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is my old mate kainyn from GI Clan. You remember kainyn from that epic Clan Wars battle in just a few days ago in the Clan Wars Tier 10 versus 10. Tier 10 versus 10 campaign videos, which had 5 replays featuring Yeti Clan as well as GI, and that was my old mate kainyn. This is the same guy, and is kicking off today's video with a Tier 8 Progetto 46. That's a Tier 8 Premium Italian Auto Reloading Medium Tank in today's Tier 8 Extravaganza. That's right. It's going to be 4 replays in today's videos in the Tier 8 Extravaganza. Starting off with the Italian tank on the Italian map, Provence. Provence has been rebirthed, and they reckon now it's good enough for Tier 10s. Well, let's see. Let's see how we go. kainyn from GI Clan. In the Progetto 46, the Tier 8 Premium Auto Reloading Medium Tank, he's got standard rounds loaded, 90mm gun, 240 damage, 212 penetration. That's with standard rounds, 259 with APCR, which is premium ammunition in this tank. He's up against a few Tier 9 tanks, 5 Tier 9 tanks on each team. The rest of Tier 8s. 2 have been killed on his own team already, as he finds the Super Pershing, puts 2 rounds into him, sets him on fire, gets his first kill, evens it up again 2 apiece before the T44 goes down to the T54 Mod 1, making kainyn's team in the lead 3-1. He is reloading, and of course with the auto reloading, if you've been living on a different planet for the last few weeks, with the auto reloading mechanics, even if you haven't used your whole clip, unlike a traditional like a French or American auto loader, if you haven't used your full clip, you'll still get to reload those shells. And the more shells you've already got up your sleeve, the quicker that gun will reload. He's got 3 rounds left in the barrel, ready to rock and roll. He's looking towards the WZ111, the M10, the Type 61 and the T10. Lots of Tier 9s in this little engagement. The first shell misses, second one hits the Type 61, so does the third as he pulls back for the reload. Nearly 1,500 damage done already, 506 assisted damage. There is a little bit of action happening there. The Progetto 46, the other Progetto 46 I should say, kills the T10, getting rid of a top tier tank out of this engagement. A lot of people say that this is what the matchmaker should be like. 5 top tier tanks and 10 low tier tanks, rather than the 3, 5, 7. Been a bit of a bone of contention for a lot of people, as kainyn puts 2 or 3, just 2 rounds into the Type 61 before the E75 picks up that kill, and that's got his team into a more of a comfortable position, 6-3, up by 3 tanks. 6 versus 3. Still 4 Tier 9 tanks left on kainyn's team, and that's what he'll be pretty happy about that. 4 versus just 3 on the enemy team after that Type 61 got taken out. Finds the WZ111. Does cop a damaging shot from the Chinese preferential matchmaking premium heavy tank, the WZ111. Similar to the Alpine Tiger, 6-3 still the score. kainyn on 1 kill, 2,471 hit points of damage done, 1,243 assisted damage as he waits for his trusty little Italian gun to reload. This is a tank that I use a lot of in front lines. This, as well as the Aussie tank, the Centurion 5-1 Rock, and of course the Lorraine. I had a bit of fun with the Lorraine on front lines as well. Let's hope front lines comes back, especially for premium. I've already spent 20 million of all the credits that I earned on front lines, but I picked up some juicy new tanks as well, so that must be said. I'm pretty happy with that. 6-3 on Provence. Just the WZ111 and the M103 left on kainyn's flank. kainyn on 1,009 hit points. He's done nearly 2,500 damage, 1,243 assisted damage. Looks like he's waiting for his opportunity to pounce. Or is he? Or is he going to go and try and help the other flank out? I reckon he's probably thinking, well, we've got the numbers on this side, or maybe he's going to try and get amongst the action in this area here. Maybe cop a damaging shot and then unload his clip into these enemy tanks. Looks like the M103 is busy with somebody else. kainyn seizing his opportunity to get rid of the Tier 9 American heavy tank, brings the score up to 8-4, and of course at the same time, the Alpine Tiger, Hero 1984, gee, I know, I recognise that name, don't tell me, it'll come to me, Hero 1984, with the Alpine Tiger, gets the kill on that WZ111. The E75 kills the FCM 50 tonner. That's another preferential matchmaking tank. Another tank which I haven't really shown that tank too much love lately. Maybe I'll start playing that one before possibly the preferential matchmaking tanks get changed. 9-4 the score on province. This is a tier 8 extravaganza. This is kainyn. He finds a GW Tiger, puts one into it. The second round misses, but luckily his third round got put into the barrel just as he was ready to kill him. Unfortunately, the Alpine and the Progetto on kainyn's team just got taken out in pretty quick succession by the Skoda T50, who's one of the two remaining top tier tanks left on the enemy team. He's waiting for his gun, 4 seconds to go before he's reloaded. Looking at that AMX 1390 or the Progetto, they'd both be pretty juicy targets. Holds his fire, possibly trying to get a kill on maybe one of the top tier lightly armoured tanks. There goes one kill on the Progetto 46. That's his fourth kill. Looking at the Skoda, he's going to have to clean up the Skoda, but he waits till he's got a full clip. But now the Skoda is behind what looks like a dead tank. The Progetto 46 shoots him. I didn't see 6 cents go off. Maybe it was just a well-calculated shot, and good on him for doing that. kainyn from GI puts one into the Skoda. He's down to 6 hit points. He goes for the kill, but doesn't quite land the shot. 13 to 6, 4 kills, 3,645 damage done, 1,541 assisted damage. Looks like he doesn't really want to charge in. Maybe he's decided that from his elevated position he might have a better luck firing those bullets into the back of the Progetto on 863 hit points, but he has got a bit of cover there. Looks like the AMX 1390 is coming in like a wrecking ball. There's one shot. He tracks him as well. Second shot kills him for the 5th kill. Can he get the top gun? Yes, he can. 6 kills in the end. 15 to 6 on province. The Italian tack, the Italian map. Progetto 46. Thank you very much, says kainyn from GI Clan. Hold my beer. I've got that. Let's have a look at that battle result. It'll come as no surprises to anybody who's been following this channel for more than 5 minutes to know that that is an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Not just an Ace Tanker, also the Spotter Medal. Bruiser for internal module damage. Arsonist for killing the tank by setting him on fire. That was a Super Pershing, which I think was his first kill. Fire for effect. Laver Slayhose Medal for killing two tanks or TDs of higher tier. High caliber top gun. No problems whatsoever for me old mate kainyn from GI Clan. Also got the top score, 1,611 base experience, 4,158 damage done, 6 kills. He fired 23 shots, 19 hit, 18 penetrated, 1,785 assisted damage. No problems whatsoever. An absolutely fantastic result from the old mate kainyn from GI Clan. In the premium Italian medium tank, the Progetto 46. Anyway, second game. This is a tier 8 extravaganza. This is the old mate Flowing Panic from 2AR Clan, 1AR sister clan. He's platooned up with his old mate Teljanin and Carleon. It'd be nicer if they had easier to pronounce names, let's be honest. And again, we are on province. He's in the Borsig, the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger tier 8 German Tank Destroyer. And you can see he's got the 150mm gun loaded and ready to rock. Standard rounds, 750 alpha damage, 215 penetration. That's with standard rounds, 334 with heat rounds, which is premium ammunition on this gun. And it depends what you prefer, I guess. Some people like the 120mm gun. Does a little bit less alpha damage, but considerably higher penetration from memory. And I believe that gun used to go all the way to the Waffenträger Alpha E100 back when that was a thing. That's how long ago it was since I've played this tank. Anyway, 2-1 at the moment is the score on province. Flowing Panic hasn't fired a shot yet, but he's getting ready. You can see he's got the binoculars and the camouflage net ready to rock and roll to minimise his chance of being spotted. Of course, the Rimby Borsig is known for pretty good camouflage values. Looks like he's going for the relocating somewhere else. Back into these bushes again to minimise the chance of him being spotted in this tank. He's looking at the mini-map. You can see that there's lots of enemy tanks down that eastern flank, and it looks like that's where the Object 252U, Teljanin, that's where the Object 252U, the defender, that's where he is. Teljanin is looking towards that eastern flank. He's not going to be silly enough to go charging forward, though, not even in a defender. Because look at all those enemy tanks, the T10, the P44, Pantera, Scorpion G, Progetto 46, another Pantera, and I think a Mod 1 was all last spotted on that eastern flank. It looks like the T10s may be going in a different direction as Flowing Panic gets the side of the IS-7, and I guess that's why some people prefer the 120mm gun. I think the 120mm gun may have penetrated that. Unfortunately, that one didn't go through. You can see he's double bushed here, which is the right thing to do. That's why you can't really see those tanks if those bushes in front of you are opaque. Then when you shoot, you're not going to get spotted, unless there's somebody closer who might be able to spot you. Shoots and tracks the T10. Again, doesn't penetrate the shot. They're down by 2 tanks, 2-4. 4 tanks are being killed. 2 Tier 9 tanks and 2 Tier 8 tanks, including the Edelweiss, the SU-101, the T-49, and artillery, the M53, M55. Quite possibly been... must have been overrun by those medium tanks, because none of the artilleries on the enemy team have any kills. Kainyn in the T-26E4. That's the Super Pershing. Picks up the kill on the enemy Scorpion G. They're down 3-5. Not sure if a Rimby Borsig is the right tank to be platooning with a preferential matchmaking tank, but to each their own. Maybe they're trying to do some missions or something like that. Score is 3-5. They're down by 2 tanks. Flowing Panic has picked up 2 damaging shots for 1,640 hit points. He's waiting for that gun to reload. He gets the kill on the IS-7. That's a handy one to get rid of, but he needs to start thinking about relocating, I guess, because there's nobody left to help him on this flank. They're down by 3 tanks, 4-7. Flowing Panic's got 1 kill, and he's looking back towards where the T10 was last spotted. Fires blind, kills the Tier 9 Russian heavy tank, and that's his 2nd kill of the game. And of course, that damage counted with 2,287 hit points written down there. That'll be a little bit inaccurate, because of that blind shot won't be counted. Another 730 damage into the Pantera. Takes him down to 370. Something else hits him for 305, and that brings him down to double-digit health. And it looks like the Pantera not going for... surely somebody's worked out where Flowing Panic is, but they're not going for him as he gets a kill on the Progetto 46. Now, those dead guys, those 3 tanks that Flowing Panic's killed, they're quite likely on the enemy team, pinging the shit out of the map, saying, there's a fucking Rimby Borsig back there, boys, with 3 kills. He's killing us all. And it looks like the Centurion 5-1. I love the Aussie tank. I love it to bits, but he really should be trying to get rid of Flowing Panic in his Tier 8 German Tank Destroyer, the stealthy machine, as he looks again towards that Centurion 5-1, who's not even looking his way. Does he know where he's being shot from? He picks up his 4th kill. This is fucking amazing. On the other side of the map, tanks are going down left, right and centre. Nobody pushing towards Flowing Panic. It is Rimby Borsig on 4 kills, 3,969 hit points of damage on that damage counter right now, plus the blind shot, which killed the... it was a T10, I reckon. And even the 5-1. I don't think the 5-1 was lit when he was killed anyway. All of a sudden, they're winning this 10-9. What were they down by? About 4 tanks, I think, not too long ago. Flowing Panic looking towards the FOC 155. This would be a miracle shot if it lands, because with the 150mm gun, it's not that accurate, I guess, especially at range. Now, there is a P44 Pantera, the Tier 8 Italian auto-reloading tank that was last spotted around about D8, which is not too far from where the Flowing Panic is. Now, I can't remember what kind of health he was on. I know one of them was very low. Whether he was killed or not, I'm not too sure. He's from NZAD, and he's on 2 kills. He's the only remaining enemy tank that's alive that has actually got any kills. 12-9, nearly 4,000 hit points of damage done. That's what's shown on the damage counter for Flowing Panic from 2AR Clan. Now, that damage counter doesn't include those 2 blind shots, so he's going to be well over 4,000 hit points of damage for his 4 kills. 13-9 the score now. The P44 Pantera, I guess it's probably safe for Flowing Panic to start moving forward and trying to chase down that Tier 8 Italian auto-reloading medium tank, but he probably wants to wait until he can see how much health that tank is on and whether or not he is up in this region. Pretty epic job from the old mate Flowing. 4 kills, over 4,000 damage. Pretty good job. I guess he could have Maybe that P44, maybe he hasn't moved. I was going to say the P44 Pantera could have moved, but looks like he hasn't. Oh yeah, baby, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, 5 kills, 15-9 after a bit of an ordinary start, not from Flying Panic, but from the team. After a bit of an ordinary start, you could confidently say that the team, including Flying Panic, pulled that one back quite well, I must say. Ace Taker Mastery Badge for Flying Panic 30 from 2AR Clan. And the Rimby Borsig Waffentrager, Bruiser Medal, fired up, 5 for effect. Topped the score charts with that one, 4,110 hit points of damage, 5 kills. Unlucky not to get a top gun, I reckon. If he had to move forward a little bit earlier, he might have had the opportunity to snipe something out for quite possibly for a top gun. But you'll take a win like that. A win like that, which, let's be honest, that was not looking like a win. A couple of minutes in, that was not looking like a win at all. Flying Panic, 4,110 damage, 5 kills, 1282 base experience, 11 shots fired, they all hit, 9 penetrated, 4,110. Thank you very much. He even made nearly 60,000 credits. That's with a personal reserves rating and a premium account in that 8.5 minute game. Let's move on to game number 3 in this Tier 8 Extravaganza. Tier 8 Extravaganza featuring 4 different Tier 8 tanks. This one is from my old mate 99 Destroyer from NFG Clan. 99 Destroyer in the Object 416, the rear turreted Tier 8 Russian medium tank. And this time we're on Paris. Got to get that coffee in before it goes too cold. 99 Destroyer from NFG. It's a Tier 9 battle, 5 Tier 9 tanks and 10 Tier 8 tanks. In this game, now he's bottom tier in this one, but no Tier 10 tanks to worry too much about. He's got the binoculars and the camouflage net in there as he sits in this bush trying to spot whatever enemy tanks come to this I guess you could call it the brawling section of Paris. This is where all those all the heavy tanks come to do their bizzo, and of course the 416, it's not too badly armoured. You can bounce some shots in the 416. You can bounce them all day long if you position the tank correctly. He spotted a few tanks though. The Leopard PTA at Tier 9. The T26E4, that's a Super Pershing at Tier 8. That looks like... What else did he spot? He spotted the Malbrecker. I thought it was a VK100. I wasn't paying too much attention. Shoots, damages, and tracks the Leopard PTA. Doesn't wait for his 6 cents to go off because he knows he's going to be lit. So he pulls back behind the building to minimise the chance of him getting damage. Correctly hits the Super Pershing. Does cop a shot from the T32 and the T95, but he blocks the T95 for 750 hit points. The T32 just went into his tracks, I think it was, but he fixed his tracks and got the hell out of Dodge. Lots of enemy tanks over there. Shoots and aims, gets one into the Leopard PTA. Of course, this gun, 320 alpha damage. For a Tier 8 medium tank, isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. 201 penetration, that's with standard. Premium rounds will give 330, but he's sticking with the standard rounds. Bounces the Malbrecker. That Malbrecker, he won't be too happy. He's already blocked 1,190 hit points. Puts one into the top of the turret of the Carnarvon. That's a Tier 8 British heavy tank. And look, his team isn't doing too good. 1-3, but he's continuing to chip away into these enemy tanks. 945 damage done, 1190 damage blocked. That shot went nowhere near the target, but you got to take him, I guess. 1-4. Is this going to be another epic comeback, or is it going to be just a ruffle stomp? Let's have a look. He gets one into the Malbrecker, cops a damaging shot from the Carnarvon, but he knows he's going to beat him on a reload, so he puts a second round into the top of the British heavy tank. Looks like Carnarvon still looking 99 Destroyer's way. Gets another one into him. He's eating this Carnarvon for breakfast. Bounces him again and picks up his first kill. And that's the first of him clawing this one back, 2-5. This will be a good one if he can make it count. He doesn't make it count. In fact, he cops a damaging shot from the Mowbreaker. 2-5. They're down by 3 tanks. He'd dearly love to kill that Mowbreaker and try and claw this one away. So he gets the heat rounds and picks up his second kill. 3-5 the score. 2 kills, 2,259 damage done. 1,470 assisted damage. The side of the Super Pershing looks like a good target, but I think the Super Pershing just backed off as 99 Destroyer put one into maybe his gun mantlet. That's why it bounced, because it wasn't a bad a shot from any stretch of the imagination. Looks like he knows about this. This T95 is going to be no easy target to fight frontally, so he's going for trying to flank the T95, but that T28 prototype is certainly going to hurt him. T26E4 firing heat rounds at the object 416. He's clearly not too confident penetrating the Russian medium tank, and he tracks the Super Pershing, goes around, goes for the double track again, takes him down to 30 odd hit points. One more should be enough, but 99 Destroyer only on, wow, that was an AP round that penetrated him for 258. He's down to 33 hit points. Now he wants to get behind this T95 and start chipping away at the Doom Turtle, the heavily armoured American tank destroyer. He will not be too happy about that low getting in the way, but what the low is doing is putting the T95 into a terrible position. He'll be hoping the T95 can't squash him here, because he is on pretty low health. Auto aims and kills the Tier 9 American Doom Turtle, the non-turreted tank destroyer, and that's his 4th kill of this game. He's single-handedly carrying this one. He's down on 27 hit points, and yet is still the first tank at the start of this charge. The T28 prototype, however, that's going to be a little bit harder to get through, I think. He's still on full health. 1150. 1150 is not massive. 1150 is going to be 4 rounds at least. There's the first one for 333. T28 prototype looking towards 99 Destroyer's way. He does not want to get shot by that American tank destroyer. I reckon he's still aiming his way. I'm looking at it, squinting, trying to see it. It's no longer lit though, so now he doesn't know which way that American tank destroyer is aiming. 4 kills to 99 Destroyer from NFG Clan. 710 though, he's still going to have to keep these carrying pants on if he's going to carry this one. Looks like the low. He's on pretty low hit points, 217. Here comes the T54. The T54 just gets spotted, probably by the low. He needs to put 1 or 2 into the prototype, because the prototype's about to kill the low. Shoots and tracks the T28 prototype. Prototype just fires. The low goes down to the T54, and 99 Destroyer for kill number 5 gets rid of the T28 prototype. But he's still going to have even more work to do. He's on 27 hit points. He's done 4,500 damage. 1470 damage block, 1281 assisted damage, and look, he's going to have to go back and try and sort out these enemy tanks that are pushing towards their cap. The Bulldog goes down to the Baby Batchat. Now they're only down by 2 tanks. 9-11 is the score. Now, what can he do? What can he do? He doesn't want to be the first one around the corner. There's a 263 over there, and there's that Centurion. No idea where that shot went. It's Centurion 7-1 at Tier 9. 10-11 the score. Didn't see him die, but we'll take the top gun. 4,500 damage done. 1470 damage blocked. 1281 assisted damage. 99 Destroyer from NFG. He's on fire in the Panhandle tank. The object, what's it called? The object 416. There's the Revelorisi. Of course, the Revelorisi is on full health. He waits for the camo net to activate while he's behind this bush. He gets one shot into the Tier 8 premium French medium tank. Doesn't wait to be spotted. Instead, goes for the relocation. Striv S1 and the M40 M43. Where the hell will they be? The Striv last spotted in the middle of the map. The Baby Batchat is on. What's he on? He's got a few hit points up his sleeve. Only 618 though. The 268 is going to be a little bit nervous on 171. And so will the Jag Tiger, I suppose, on 408. Both they're all more than capable tanks to carry this one, but that M4A1 Revelorisi, the ravioli tank, is going to be that's the danger tank, because he's got a pretty good gun and he's still got 700 odd hit points. Nobody else shot him there. No idea what his teammates were doing, as maybe they were aiming elsewhere, who knows. 13-11 to score as the baby Batchat kills the Revelarisi. That leaves us Striv and the M40, M43. Of course, the M40, M43 more than likely is going to be up here at A1. And 99 Destroyer on 6 kills. He's already got the top gun. 5,198 damage done. 1470 block. 1281 assisted. Charging straight for where the Striv was last spotted. And can he find him? Can he indeed? Back home machine, M40, M43, lost in battle. What's that tell you? He killed himself. What a plonker. Striv. The Striv gets him with 6 minutes to go. 14-12. Now, hopefully, these last 3 tanks all go together to get rid of this Striv S1. That's a premium Swedish Tier 8 tank destroyer. 99 Destroyer lets his teammate know that he's on 612 hit points. So that's 263. Might be able to one-shot him. Jag Tiger, maybe not, but it looks like nobody wants to be the first one to. Looks like nobody wants to be the first one to be shot. The baby Batchat gets spotted. A lot of map pinging going on. The Low's still watching, still pinging. And these TDs, are they going to come around? I mean, the baby Batchat could afford to get shot once, but probably not twice by the Striv. And looks like the 263 is charging forward. There he is. They've got to go together. The 263 shoots him, takes him down to single-digit hit points. The baby Batchat doesn't want to get shot, but he picks up that kill. Sorry for fast-forwarding that one, but it was going to go for a fair while. Victory for 99 Destroyer and his team on Paris. And not just victory, but an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. What else have we got? Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Lay for Slayhose Medal, that's the one that I can't say. High Caliber Top Gun, he had plenty to do with the demise of all those tanks on the right-hand side of the screen. Clearly carried the hell out of that one. 1,729 base experience. That's the base score. That's not the daily double or the premium account multiplier. That is pure and simply the base score that you get before any of those other things come into it. And of course, he is no dummy at all. 1729, 5,198 hit points of damage, 28 shots fired, 25 hit, 20 penetrated. Only one of it sniped. 1470 damage blocked by armor, 1281 assisted damage. Cost him 24,000 credits. Didn't think he used that much premium ammunition. It was with a standard account, though. Premium account, he would have still lost, but still lost a hell of a lot less. It went for nearly 14 minutes, and he died at the 9-minute mark. But he certainly did his job in that one. 99 Destroyer from 98 Destroyer from NFG Clan. As we move on to our fourth and final replay in today's Tier 8 Extravaganza. This is the UDES. The UDES 03. This is the Tier 8 standard version of the... what would you call it? The Striv that we just saw in that last one, that's a premium tank at Tier 8. The UDES is the standard version. Now, this is Shell Sponge. Shell Sponge, a hell of a nice guy. He's got a mark of excellence on that gun barrel. And have a look. It doesn't look long enough, that gun, does it? Is this... I don't know. 105mm gun, 390 damage, 288 penetration. That's with standard rounds. 330 with premium. Now, both standard and premium rounds are APCR. Standard is APCR M61, it says. They've just got different letters at the end. Not sure if that's... not sure what's happening there. But anyway, Shell Sponge from 1AR clan. What an awesome clan. He's in a bush. He's down there towards the 1-2 line. And that's where he wants to do his damage. It's a pretty accurate gun. He's going to shoot the T49. I think he's going to wait till the T49's got a much less chance of seeing him. And then maybe shoot him. Maybe not. Yeah, I'll be shooting about now. There you go. Gets the T49 for 424 hit points in the back of the turret. Now, this is Prokhorovka. Of course, Prokhorovka is all about patience, I guess you would say. That's a nice way of saying camping. But he shoots and tracks the Batchat 12T. That's a Tier 8. Now, this is a Tier 10 game. There's 3 Tier 10 tanks on each team. So he needs to be a little bit careful because, of course, a Tier 10 tank could... wipe the floor with the UDES 03, and it's looking like with a bit of luck, he might get some side shots into the Type 4 Heavy at Tier 9, as well as that T34 Premium Tier 8 American Heavy tank. One mark of excellence on the gun barrel. Shell Sponge from 1AR Clan. Community contributor. There will be a link down below in the video description to his YouTube channel and Twitch. Or both. I think he just does Twitch. We'll find out at the end of the video. 0-0, still the score on Progetto. It is Progetto, isn't it? Yes, it is. Shell Sponge from 1AR in the UDES 03. He's already got one mark of excellence on the gun barrel. That 105mm gun. He is just getting ready to shoot him. It's pretty accurate. It doesn't look that accurate because he's zooming in to 25 times, but trust me, it's a pretty accurate. All the Swedish TDs are pretty accurate, if you ask me. One zip. The Scorpion G picked up the kill on the Batchat 12T. That's the baby Batchat, the light tank. The auto-loading 6-shooter. One zip. It's a case of hurry up and wait at this stage of the game. So we'll quicken it up just a little bit. Shell Sponge kicking back in this bush, making the most of his camouflage values, aiming again towards the middle. I don't think those heavy tanks are going to push forward quite enough. Finds a Type 5 heavy. Puts one round into the Type 5 heavy. Now that's a T49 doing some brilliant spotting, but going by where the T49 is now, I'm tipping that he's been lit, so he's pulling back to try and minimise the chances of that T49 getting his head blown off by the Type 5 heavy. Type 5 heavy with the big derp shells. One shot could be enough for the T49. T49 drivers know about one-shotting tanks, especially with a little bit of derp. Shell Sponge deciding to put a few blind fires in towards where all the action's happening in the middle. You can look at the minimap that Shell Sponge's team looks like they're doing okay on the hill, but there's a lot of tanks in the middle, and I think that quite possibly Shell Sponge's job to help his team get rid of those tanks that are in the middle, and then maybe start looking down that 1-2 line. Maybe the Conway could be a nice juicy target. Kicking back, showing great restraint. 1,571 damage done. That we've seen. Remember, he did put some blind shots in towards that Type 5 heavy tank not too long ago. Looking for shots on the Type 4 heavy. There's a Type 4 heavy and a Type 5 heavy. Both have got the derp, and both could probably maybe one shot him on 1,000 hit points. Depends on RNG, I guess. Like he's thinking about moving up to the next bush. Let's hope he doesn't get spotted. Kicking back in the next bush. Looking towards the Type 4 heavy. Puts one into the Type 4 heavy. He's a one-shot now. Shell Sponge can get a kill if he's lucky. Aims towards the Type 4. Misses the Type 4, but hits the T10. Wants the kill on that Type 4 heavy tank. That'll give his team a 2-tank lead. Gets it. That was exactly the right thing to do. Now he's aiming towards the T10. Now the T10 knows that he's over there, but others are shooting him, probably from that eastern hill. Bounces the T10, turns to look towards that Conway. Now that Conway, he'd love to get rid of that Conway. The Conway. Who's spotting the Conway? Probably the T49 spotted him, I guess. Very hard to say. 3-1? No, it looks like Shell Sponge is spotting that Conway. Just picked up a little bit of assisted damage as artillery. Shot towards the British T9 Tank Destroyer. 3-2 as the Chrysler goes down. Looks like a good all-in brawl happening on that hill. Looks like Shell Sponge's team does have the numbers. Looks like it's 2 versus 1 on the hill. The rest of the enemy tanks are on the railway line or down Shell Sponge's way, down the 1-2 line. He's looking. Looks like he's trying to shoot past his render range towards where that Object 704 is. All of a sudden, 3 tanks get taken out pretty quickly. The Batchat 12T, the Centurion Action X, and I think the T49 as well. The Conway getting some attention now. Shell Sponge puts another one into the Conway, takes him down to 98 hit points. He wants to get a kill. It's okay, the T110E4 does that one. And now they're ahead again, 6-5. And now he can start looking at the T10 again. Looks like he's tracked, puts one into him. Looks like he might have retracked the Tier 8 Russian heavy tank. Takes him down to 197 hit points. Aiming. Keep the finger on the button. There's his second kill, and that puts his team into a little bit more of a comfortable position, 7-5. Look at the 257 in the southeast. That 257 in the southeast will be getting some attention from the 704 and whatever that other tank may be back down there. the T34, I guess that would be. The Object 704 gets taken out by the mouse. That mouse is on the hill. There you go. There's a tactic for you. Drive your mouse up to that hill. If you're never on Progetto and you don't know where to put your heavy tank, maybe put it up to the hill. Here we go. Shell Sponge looking at lining up the M40, M43. Don't know if he just hit him then. But there's the T49 on the enemy team. Right on the red line. Gee whiz. That's not how you play a T49. 11-6 the score now. 3,651 damage done from the old mate Shell Sponge. In the UDES, the UDES 03, the UDES, he bounces the Type 5 heavy tank, sticking with standard rounds. Not really interested in wasting his credits by using premium rounds. Not yet. No idea if that one went through. Keep an eye on that damage count. 3651. If that's higher, then the result will be a little bit different when we see the results at the end. 11-7. So they're winning by 4 tanks. You'd think that they've comfortably got this one in the bag. 6 minutes left. The Type 5 Heavy and the Grill both last spotted down the southwest part of this map. Nobody really going for the spotting. Looks like the Scorpion G might be. Something gets spotted but disappears pretty quickly, and that's the Grill, and that will be a nice target for... There you go. Did he get one in? No, he got the spotting damage though. 700 assisted damage into that Grill. 3 enemy tanks remaining. The Type 5 Heavy. I know I'd be loading some gold rounds here just to try to make those shots count. Type 5 Heavy on 1,754 hit points. Looks like artillery might have got him there, or something with a bit of a derp. Maybe the Type 4 on the other side of the map. The ISU 152 was last spotted down in that southwest corner, as well as the UDES. I don't think the UDES has been spotted at all this game, but I think they're running out of places where they could be. Unfortunately, Shell Sponge not penetrating too many shots here. He is on the premium rounds now. And of course, sod's law, you miss it, and then the Type 4 offers you his side. 501 hit points remaining on the Type 5. Don't know if that all went through or not, but the T110E4 picked up that kill. 3,651 damage done. That we've seen. Just the ISU 152 and the UDES 03 remaining on the enemy team. 2,848 assisted damage. He's continuing to move forward. Nobody wants to get shot, and he gets one into the ISU 152 before the E4 kills him, and that's just gonna be the enemy Swedish Tier 8 TD left. Continues to roll forward in the UDES. The Mouse and the Type 4 looks like they're on the cap. You might as well just go for it to try and find this enemy tank. I'd be heading... There he is. He's found him. And he wants to hopefully pick up a kill. Gets killed by his teammate. I hope that was an accident. Gets team killed in the end as they cap it out. But the artillery also killed that UDES 03. Bit of an unusual one. That one from the old mate Shell Sponge from 1AR. 2 marks of excellence. An Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for that little performance. The Spotter Medal for all that assisted damage he got. Bruiser, 5 for effects, high caliber. Top the score charts with 1,472 assisted damage. It must be said, the T26E5 didn't do too badly at all, getting just under 1,400 base experience. 4,796 hit points of damage for his 2 kills. He certainly did penetrate some of those blind shots. 29 shots fired, 22 hit, 14 did damage, of course. So that tells you what, 8 shots didn't penetrate, but he was shooting some pretty heavily armoured tanks. The Type 4, the Type 5, the T10. I'm sure there are others. What else? What else was there? Hard to say. But anyway, let's have a look. 27,000 credits. That's after tax with a premium account in that 11-minute game. Not too bad at all. Don't forget to check out Shell Sponge on Twitch. The link will be down below. I hope you've enjoyed this replay. Once again, thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.